Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hi everybody.
We are back with part 22 of our Final Fantasy Let's Play.
Yep. As you remember last time, I was healing our guys up and girls up after the last bout, and I'm trying to get back to where we were after that one mishap ruined everything.
Yes. Yeah, so now we will try to explore more of the fire cavern.
Yep, because this place is loaded with treasure.
Yay. We like treasure.
We do. It's also teeming with bad guys, though. The positive is the magma protects you from villains.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for letting me be a little real last part.
Sure. Anytime.
Yeah. It's been a little struggle lately, just very tired.
Yes.
Because I think I did mention in an earlier part that I did not stay very long at the new job, because it was very exhausting.
Yes.
I didn't go into excruciating details, but yeah, basically. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to... It'll be more difficult, but I'm going to try to pursue more freelance stuff, try to get money that way.
That's a good idea.
I know it's not... It's funny, people who make videos about that kind of stuff, like work from home, make money on your own, be your own boss, they always make it sound super easy. It really isn't.
Yeah.
And I'm having trouble, convincing my mom of that, because I think she's, believes it should be kind of easy because of, she watches a lot of people like that and they make it sound easy, so she...
Oh yeah, it comes off as very easy for us.
Yeah, she's like, oh, well, why don't you just do this? And I had to explain how difficult it is to get monetized on this platform, for example. Because she's watching somebody who's really rich from doing YouTube, but that individual is in a... Honestly, I feel like a sort of oversaturated market of YouTube, but also, in that case, this person's in the, financial advice type, get out of debt type venue, and I'm like, well, I feel like no matter how oversaturated that area is, it's so, essential that I'm like, well, of course she's going to be rich, being in that part of YouTube, because no matter who you are, if you live in a capitalist society, unless you're already, super rich, you're probably going to experience some sort of debt at one point or another, and you will want to know some people desperately how to get out of the debt, because a lot of systems are set up to just build debt upon debt upon debt.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, that makes sense. She's in that venue. And I'm not a financial expert. I didn't study that stuff in school. I'm not interested in talking about that stuff. I think I would be falling asleep on the video and people would not follow me because I look like I'm falling asleep. So, it's kind of... And I'm sure that person is very passionate about it because it sounds like that was from someone who themselves had been in debt, and it expresses a genuine interest to get other people out of debt. So I think that's why that person is so successful and why it looks so easy for that particular person. And also, I think even I tend to forget that the big channels started out small.
Yes, it did.
Like, I was shocked to realize one of, like, the big YouTubers that I watch, when he reached his, YouTube anniversary, it shocked me to realize that he wasn't even really in the monetization thing until 8 years ago. And he started, like, I want to say 4 years prior to that. So yeah, even that person who's covers, like, the currently trending popular stuff, even that person, it took him, 4 years doing the popular stuff. So I feel like for more niche stuff, like kind of what, even what we're doing, even though I think retro gaming is...
It has an audience.
It has an audience. It's maybe not but it's not like the huge, super popular stuff. So I feel like for us, it's going to take longer than 4 years.
We're one of many.
Yes. That's the other thing. Figuring out how to stand out. Other than, we're us, but
Right.
I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, your audio quality." Well,
So we're trying the best that we can.
we're doing the best we can, yeah, with what we've got.
I think Kevin does a great job with it. I know we've had some tech issues, but we figured that out as we went.
The console-related tech issues kind of just add to the experience, like when we had glitches or the game freezing.
Oh yes. How could we forget?
So I think that stuff actually kind of works in our favor,
Yes.
somewhat.
I think so.
It depends. The Sega CD just showing a black screen probably didn't work in our favor, but when Echo just flat out froze, like the first Echo, and the game went, I'm like, yeah, that actually was kind of hilarious. Sorry about the noise. I'm having a snack.
That's okay.
I just feel bad the Pterodon glitch did not show up on our recording.
I know.
I'm like, the one time we actually want the Pterodon glitch, it did not happen. Yeah. But, yeah, eventually, and the other problem, I do eventually, again, feel free to let us know in the comments. I do want to know if lapel mics are really a good option or not. I know that, like, people who do interviews, like, out on the streets and stuff, like the lapel mics. So I'm thinking there must be a way to use those without getting all the feedback, but because that was my only concern, is that our clothes and stuff would, like, make it go the whole time. But I wanted to get some kind of 2 mic setup so that, because I can do a little bit to make us more equal in volume, but I'm not like that advanced in doing that, so I rather just have us be able to both have a mic in front of us so we can just naturally be the same level. But again, since you can't try before you buy these mics, I Yeah. But I'm thinking that would help a little bit, especially because, my god, guys, this laptop is super noisy. It like... It is noisier than the console. Like, the PlayStation, I'm like, the PlayStation's actually pretty quiet. Because I remember being like, wow, is that the PlayStation? Are you struggling? And I'm like, no, it's my laptop. Now, the Dreamcast is noisier, I've noticed. The Dreamcast is probably among my noisier consoles.
Yes.
But that's just normal. It's not a, it's part of the charm of the Dreamcast. I have a fondness for the sound that it makes when it's loading the disc. That noise, you know. Yeah. That gives me such nostalgia. Oh my god. I think the PlayStation 2 is noisier than the first PlayStation.
I think it can be.
Well, it has a fan. So I think what we're hearing is the fan. I don't think the PS1 has a fan. Or if it does, it's not external. Well, you know, not external. That's not what I meant. It's not like... Yeah. It's not like on the... I don't know where the fan is, but it's somewhere where you can hear it more on the PS2.
Yes.
It's like closer to an opening, so you're able to hear it. Kind of like a computer fan, where you can hear the computer fan because of its closeness to the openings that make it so that the computer doesn't overheat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you have the fan that cools it, and then you have to have the opening so the air can escape and the computer doesn't overheat. So the PS2 kind of sounds like a little computer. Which I love, because I love computers, so... I haven't paid much attention to the PS3 and if it's noisy. I don't think it's that noisy. But that's probably because it has more of like a shell over it.
True. And admittedly, I think that is a Model 2?
Right, I don't think we got the original PS3.
Right. I don't know how it compares.
I don't know, I'd have to research it.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the comments if you have a Model 1 PS3. We had to get it way after the fact, so... We don't have a PS4 or PS5, so I can't comment on them.
True.
The Xbox 360 is noisy. The Xbox 360 is pretty much a computer as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
Yeah. Never had an original Xbox, don't plan to.
Yeah.
I'm honestly worried that it could seriously break a limb if you dropped it on yourself. Like, if you dropped it on your foot, it would probably break your foot. That is a big console.
It's a big boy.
Yeah. And I know, I've seen it, I've played it at, my cousin had an original Xbox. And I played it at his house. And, the controller was awkward too.
Oh yeah, they were.
So like, big ass console with awkward controller. I'm like literally, if the Xbox 360 wasn't as good as it is, I would have said, Microsoft, stick with computers.
I and everybody else I think said that, but pressed on.
I think everybody said that until Halo came out and then they were quiet.
Well, the Halo fans already were celebrating it. Maybe that's who they were.
Maybe.
if I remember my history correctly.
I am one of the few Americans that does not like the Halo franchise.
That's okay.
It's not that I hate it, I just never got into it. I'm like, eh. When they made the Windows Assistant Cortana, and I looked and that's a character from the Halo franchise, I'm like, okay, this is awkward.
Okay, so we gotta get those magical ogres taken care of first.
At least Cortana's voice was based on a voice actress who was well paid.
Yes.
Because this was before they could just have an AI do it. Thank goodness.
They were making which were actually an actress
Yeah.
in a computer.
Yeah, and I think even Siri and Alexa were, originally voice actresses recording for it. Yeah. But now they could just get 2 or 3 lines and just have the AI make everything else. Yeah. And probably pay the voice actor just for those 2 or 3 lines. Probably not a great rate.
They've been paying people nickels and dimes lately, which is annoying.
Yeah, which is why I've avoided... Oh yeah, that's the other thing this website did that made me leave. So initially when I was using this website, they would not post jobs that paid under 100. Because for, professional voice acting gigs, that, 100 and above is pretty fair. Because we're talking about companies, we're not talking about indie developers. But then I guess they decided they wanted to be competitive against the freelance markets where people will do stuff for much lower rates. So they decided they would allow jobs as low as $5. Yeah.
That is no good.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing if you're a freelancer platform and that's kind of your thing. There is a very popular website that, was controversial in the voice actor community because of that, and that being Fiverr. But actually, you can get higher priced gigs on Fiverr, so...
Wow, the irony.
Yeah, because they just started out that way. That was how they were competitive in the beginning. Yeah. And they kind of have like a system, like a tier system where when you get more jobs, you can ask for higher rates because you kind of get this reputation of being a professional on their platform. But anyway, I think this site was trying to be competitive with the freelance sites because honestly, sites like that, you don't really always have to pay for a membership, so I think they were worried that people would just leave. Or that the companies would not get professionals from their site and just go to somewhere where they only have to pay a much smaller fee. So I think that's why they allowed that, like... Oh, if you want to underpay the voice actor, that's fine, we'll allow you to do that, And that's at least how it came across, because there are a lot of veteran voice actors that use that site. Maybe for people's starting out, it wasn't as big of a deal. Like, some people are like, I'll do it for any amount, I just want more voice work. And you don't have to do that, by the way. And, know your worth.
Exactly.
I feel like if you have a full-time job and you're making good money with that, maybe then it's okay, but I don't know. Use your own discretion. You don't have to feel ashamed if you're working for that low amount and you're comfortable with it. But at the same time, don't feel like, oh, I'm a beginner, I'm not worth any more than $5. Don't do that.
Correct.
So, yeah. But anyway. So, either, whatever you're comfortable with. The point is, this website initially had the reputation of, we're gonna make sure the voice actors get paid fairly, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, we'll allow these low-priced jobs.
They're screwed fast.
Yeah. So yeah, it's another case of a company that probably started with good intentions that just became very greedy and corporate. So yeah, coming out of, working with two companies like that, and, just feeling very isolated because I'm like, well, the people who act like they're gonna help me they just want my money. Coming out from that was very hard, especially because I'm not on the wealthier end in terms of as a voice actor, and seeing some people who had that money to keep dishing out being more successful also made me feel bad. I almost felt like the finances were gatekeeping me. But then I came across this voice actor who was relatively nearby, relatively local, who's been very successful in the industry, who was offering reasonable prices, and, when I explained my situation, was angry for me. Like, it angered him to hear my story. I felt like maybe the good people are out there,
I'm happy with you met this guy.
I am too, and I'm so relieved that I gave that a chance, because I was so close to just being like, I could have just been like, oh, he'll just be like all the other people, and not bothered, but I'm like, well, he is really local, so I'm like, let me try. I'm glad I did too. Because, but previously I was, stuck in this loop, where, I would always ask for help, and they'd be like, well, for $200 an hour, yeah, I'll help. And it's like, no. I can't do that all the time. I get it with some people. Some people, I guess I had assumed, oh, they're doing that because they're famous. But, this guy's an award-winning voice actor and actor. So yeah, he could have easily been like, well, I charge this amount because my reputation speaks for itself, but he's not like that. So, yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
And I mean, it's fine. I'm not judging those voice actors that charge more. I get it, but for me personally, just constantly being surrounded by that, and also people, frankly, that I had never even heard of charging lots of money like that too. It was and nobody giving me Yeah, or just like a push in the right direction for free. Even that, like even just a little nudge in the right direction for free. Like, I had literally joined somewhere where they offer mentorships, and the person that agreed to like mentor me didn't help, and just was like, well, you need to be making more money so you can spend the money to get the coaching. And I'm like,
That was crap.
yeah. And I'm like, you know, I was in a position where it was difficult to do that. So it was just, yeah. Like I said, I felt stuck in this loop. So that's why, you know, I hope you guys are okay with me talking about all this. But that's why I am where I am. But anyway, got the demos done. Got him back. He took 5 weeks, so he was making me nervous, but he got him back to me. Hopefully people like them. Yeah, I plan to make a new website.
Yes.
Or find somebody to help me make a new website.
Yes, I want you to
I guess I'll just start fresh. Because, yeah, for personal reasons, I don't want to be involved with the person who made my website. Yeah, and that's personal. That's personal stuff I will not get into on here, because that's a little too personal.
Yes.
But yes, so I'm gonna make efforts. And it's also hard when you have another unsuccessful venture to motivate, but I'm doing my best.
I know.
Thanks. And hopefully next time I'll have more other things to talk about. I just haven't had much going on in my life other than this stuff. So.
That's okay.
I could talk about how I hate the Mario movie again. But, you know, I think you guys are tired of that too. Not the 93 one. I actually like that one, believe it or not. It's a so bad it's good thing.
Yes. I'm gonna have a lot of items I'm going to be selling.
Yeah.
After.
Do you believe we're almost out of time again?
Yes. Woo! Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah. A lava worm.
Oof.
Yeah.
We do thank you for...
Shoes. Well, I ran away from that.
Oh. Huh. We'll open some more treasure chests and then I guess we will stop.
Yes.
Once we... Oh, dude.
Once we get the heck out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely... Memory serves me correct. There should be an item that should help me.
But yeah, we probably will end soon.
Yeah. We're not going to be too long.
No. I know, sometimes we're like, okay, we're gonna finish this up, and then the bad guys are like, oh, you thought.
Oh, you thought we were going to let you go? Yes, my plan is to get the last of the treasure chest in this room and then get the heck out of here.
Yep, we'll probably save off screen.
Yes, we're going to save off screen. We're going to save off screen.
And then we'll probably get back to here before the next part, which will be next month.
And if we do backtrack, it's not that hard to get back to this location, actually, in the dungeon. Super. Okay, so.
Aha.
A tent.
A tent.
Well, a tent will still.
That's helpful, I guess.
Yeah, it won't replenish the magic, but
No.
it'll at least get. Allow us to save the game.
Well, that works. That makes it a little quicker.
Yeah. Just gotta get this last.
Even though it is not a cottage.
No, which replenishes your magic.
Yes. Now I could see them more reasonably carrying around a tent than a cottage.
Yes. You gotta suspend reality at some points.
Yeah, it's not like the Dragon Ball franchise where they have capsules.
Yeah. I wonder if that was the inspiration that he put the capsules to explain why they carry all those items.
Maybe.
But, yeah. I mean, also to ask the question, how did one carry all those tools?
Yeah, I know in the 80s Zelda cartoon they just kind of assumed that they became little miniature versions.
Yeah, they shrink down to miniature and they just put it in the pocket.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, that's cool.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get out of here and then...
Yeah, because it's like, in reality, you think Link would probably have these really heavy bags that he carries on his back. And you're probably like, well, that probably slows him down quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so I guess after this battle we'll stop.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for coming, for being with us. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
We shall see you guys next time.
Yeah.
We hope you have enjoyed your first month of summer.
Yes.
And
Got some nice fun, some relaxation time, or some time to relax in the cool air.
yeah, and we hope you'll join us in July too.
Yes. Please do so. We'd like that.
We would. We appreciate you guys so much.
That we do.
Alright, well, here we are. We'll stop.
Okay, everyone.
Bye,
Take care.
guys.